What is up, Karatics? In this video, we'll be talking about this week's Triple Money Event Week as well as the property and vehicle discounts. This event week is for August 7th through August 13th, 2025. In regards to new changes, Rockstar has updated the Community Race Series section with dedicated categories each week and the chance to unlock the Community Series Varsity Jacket if your job is chosen by Rockstar. Not to mention, for those of you wondering, we still don't have the Drift Walton out as of yet. As I've stated in the past, it's probably going to release with a drift-themed event, along with the drift tune upgrades for the 4 cars sometime between now and October-ish. So at this point, since it's taken so long, and I'm sure a lot of you guys are tired of me repeating it every single week, I will no longer be mentioning it in the event week videos going forward until it officially releases. Anyway, the LS Carmi prize ride is the Class A Drift Tampa. Is primarily based on the 1965 Ford Mustang Unicorn RTR for its main body kit and livery reference, and has normal price of just under $1 million. To get it for free this week, you have to get top 5 in an LS Carmi Series race with no days in a row requirement this week, so literally top 5 in one race and the car is yours, so very easy this week. In regards to performance, it's in a sports class and is one of the slower performing cars in that class for track performance, and that's mainly due to its lack of power, resulting in below average acceleration and top speed. That's what mainly holds it back. Now, it does offer drift tuning, which makes it a ton of fun to mess around with, although I do wish it had more power, but regardless, it's still a fun car with the drift tuning, and I think it's worth it for the Chem Block reference. Continuing to the test ride vehicles, we have the Jester, the Roosevelt, and the Cognoscenti. And all 3 of these, except for the Cognoscenti, are removed website / limited time vehicles. And for current-gen console and PC enhanced users, we have the Sentinel XS as the HSW test ride vehicle for this week. Continuing to the casino podium vehicle, we have the Karen Bohr. It's primarily based on the 2nd-gen Subaru Brat, and has normal price of just under $1.3 million. Now, this one is in the off-roads class and is a mid-tier performing vehicle in that class, which isn't too bad. The customization is pretty good as well, with some fun liveries. It's a cool little car to mess around with, and at its normal price, I think it's a bit overpriced for what it is, but the fact that you can acquire it off the podium this week is great. In terms of the dealership cars this week, in luxury autos, we have the recently added Rapid GTX and the Vorschlag Hammer as well. Continuing to Simeons, we have the Michele GT, the Peyote Gasser, the Fagaloa, the 190Z, and the Enduro. And all of these are removed website vehicles. Continuing to the discounts, starting off with the property discounts, we have 30% off the car wash business. For vehicle discounts, starting off with the Legendary Motorstore website, we have 20% off the Rapid GTX, which I guess is pretty decent considering it's a recently added DLC vehicle, but 20% off really isn't that big of a discount, and I think it's still way overpriced for what you're getting. Performance-wise, it sits only around 15th place in the class for track performance, right around the pace of the Paragon R and the Cosita. Now, the customization is pretty decent, but personally, I don't really like the styling of this car. I feel like it's ruined by its headlight design in particular, and overall, just very overpriced. I think there's a lot of other better sports cars and even supercars for that money. Next up, we have 40% off the Paragon S. So this one's in the sports class and is a top 3 performing car in the class excluding HSW. This thing is very quick, having fantastic acceleration, handling, and top speed. Plus the customization is pretty decent as well. So the performance is definitely there, but styling wise, I'm personally not much of a fan. I don't like the headlights or the back end of this car. I personally prefer the styling of the older Paragon R. I think the styling of that car is beautiful. But the styling of this one, just all personal preference. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments, but I'm personally not a fan. Moving along, we have 40% off the Tempesta. So this one's in the supercar class. This one has incredible handling and acceleration, putting it in top 20, excluding HSW for the supercar class, which is very impressive. However, the top speed of this car is what holds it back the most. It's the biggest letdown, being way below average. And that's what sadly again holds it back for most tracks and such. But regardless, it's still a very nice driving car with some pretty decent customization as well. Moving along to the Southern San Andreas website, we have 40% off the Gauntlet Classic. So this one's in the muscle car class and is a below average performing car in the class, which is to be expected. It sits roughly around 50th place in the class for track performance, right around the pace of OG vehicles like the OG Gauntlet, the Phoenix, the OG Vigero, etc., which is where you would sort of expect this car to sit. It offers phenomenal customization options, great detail both inside and out, and a great idling engine sound as well. Just an insane value at this price point, so definitely pick it up if you don't already own it. It's one of my personal favorite muscle cars in the entire game. Next up, we have 40% off the Everon. So this one's in the off-roads class and is a mid-tier performing vehicle in that class. I think it's a great truck for what it is, having great customization and of course great off-roading capability with its massive lift kit and massive tires. Onto the Warstock website, we have 40% off the weaponized Kanata. So when this heli released, it was one of the biggest disappointments in GT Online considering its price point. The original Buzzard and Sparrow from the Kasaka are better in pretty much every way. The machine guns on the Kanata are weaker than the original Buzzard. And the missile fire rate is the same pretty much as the original Buzzard, even though it has a quad missile launcher model. The Sparrow literally fires back-to-back missiles with almost no delay, so it's just a real shame how bad this heli is considering the price point. I don't really recommend it at all. Continuing to Latest Travels website, we have 40% off the Super Valido. So a pretty average heli, not much to say about it. The performance is average, it offers no weapons. I don't really see a reason in owning it, honestly. And lastly, we have 40% off the Miljet. So this one seats 16 players, which makes it the highest capacity plane in the game, so I guess that's pretty cool. Moving along to the gun vent, we have the following weapons available this week and 30% off the military rifle. For triple money, we have triple money NRP on the Martin Madrazo contact missions and the updated community race series jobs as well. For double money, we have double money NRP on the adversary modes Deadline 1, 5, 9, and 11. Tiny Racers 1, 4, 6, and 7. Plus double money NRP on Madrazo hits. And lastly, double money, but not double RP, again, only double money on the Auto Shop client vehicle deliveries. For the weekly challenge, if you complete 3 Madrazo hits, you receive a 100k bonus. For the FIB Party Phonogram Factory this week, it's going to be the Project Breakaway file. Continuing to the weekly vehicle robberies from the Salvage Art Business, like it's only changed once per event week. We have the Podium Robbery with the Eudora, the Tony Robbery with the Buffalo STX, and the Duggan Robbery with the Shinko Mila, and none of these are claimable this week. Anyway, lastly for the time trials, this week's normal time trial was LSIA. I highly recommend a quick bike for this one. For the premium race, we have the Supercar Race Criminal Records. And lastly for current gen console and PC users, the HSW time trial is East Vinewood. As always, the HSW Hakuchi Dragway, the best one for these. In terms of my vehicle discount pick of the week, I'm going to have to go with the Gauntlet Classic. It's not the fastest car, but it is one of my favorite muscle cars in the game due to its incredible styling, detail, customization, exhaust no idle sound. It was just very well made car with so much care that you can tell the Rockstar dev who created this one just put so much love into it, and at this price it's just an absolute steal. I think it's worth owning 2 or even 3 of them for different builds. You can really go crazy with the builds based on the customization it offers. And go crazy with all the Mopar colors and stuff like that. Just a really fun car to customize and mess around with. But anyways guys, overall this event week I want to say is slightly above average. A good amount of double money, 1 property on sale, and 8 vehicles on sale. So factoring in everything, I'm going to give this week a solid 6 out of 10. I think that's right where it should sit, slightly above average. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Anyways, again guys, thanks for watching. Hope this was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.